I don't trust miracle Alzheimer's advice, but what I do pay attention to is the longevity habits that keep showing up in the people who live and age well. And here is one pattern that I have seen, and it's hard to ignore. Many of the sharpest older adults that I've met don't eat a perfect diet, but what they do is they tend to follow 3 simple dinner habits that support their long-term brain health. I'm Dr. Joanette, and after 30 years in emergency medicine, I've learned that your fork may be one of your most powerful weapons against Alzheimer's. But here's what shocked me. It's not just what we eat, but it's also the order that we eat it in. Stick with me until the end, because this discovery may change how you think about your dinner forever. I've been working in emergency medicine for over 3 decades. And I treat people in some of their most vulnerable moments. But today, I'm not talking about crisis medicine. I want to talk about longevity medicine and how to live longer and better with our minds completely intact. Most doctors focus on treating disease after it strikes, and I became fascinated by prevention when I noticed something in my community, a recognized blue zone, where many of the people that live past 100 and their minds are sharp. And here's what I noticed. They have certain evening rituals. The research is now starting to support what I have been seeing firsthand and what I grew up with. This led me to found Optimum Health MD, where we focus on evidence-based longevity medicine. Today, I'm sharing 3 dinner habits that are backed by research that may help protect against Alzheimer's dementia, and a surprising discovery about how meal sequencing can amplify those benefits by as much as 73%. Now, here's the thing. These are not complicated protocols or expensive supplements. What they are is simple changes that you can do starting tonight. Starting with habit number 1, our first habit. Finish your dinner at least 3 hours before you go to bed, and then make that dinner your lightest meal of the day. A 2023 Journal of Alzheimer's Disease study followed 1,200 adults over 65 for 5 years. And what they noticed was that the participants who ate their last meal more than 3 hours before they went to sleep had a 23% less accumulation of amyloid beta plaques. That is those toxic proteins that are associated with Alzheimer's. Why is this? It's because your brain has its own cleaning system. It's called the glymphatic system. Think of it as kind of your brain's nighttime janitor crew. But here's the thing, this system works best and really only works during deep sleep. So when your brain isn't always trying to digest all that food you just ate. When you eat late, your body then takes the energy needed for cleaning and shifts it towards digestion, and your brain doesn't get the maintenance and cleaning that it needs. It's kind of like asking the cleaning crew to scrub up the kitchen and cook your dinner at the same time. They just can't do both jobs well. In the ER, I've noticed that many of the sharpest older patients that I've seen, patients in their 80s, 90s, and even beyond, often mention that they eat a lighter dinner and they go to bed earlier. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence. You know, a lot of times as we get older, we just like to eat earlier and go to sleep earlier. But here's the thing. Research actually backs up that pattern. Maybe they knew something. Here's how you can implement this pattern. Move your dinner 30 minutes earlier each week until you are eating 3 hours before you go to bed. So here's the thing. If you usually eat at 8 p.m. and then go to sleep at 9 or 10, move your dinner earlier. Say, eat at either 6 or 7 p.m. and then go to bed at 9 or 10 p.m. Make lunch or even breakfast your largest meal and dinner your smallest. Habit number 2 is the omega-3 enhancement habit. Include 2 to 3 servings of omega-3 rich foods at dinner every week. And then here's the key. Pair them with absorption enhancers like healthy fats. There's a really great landmark study that was done, and it was published in Alzheimer's and Dementia. Well, here's what it did. It followed 7,057 participants for 12 years. And what they saw was those who ate omega-3 rich foods at dinner 2 to 3 times a week showed a 41% decrease in cognitive decline than those who ate fish less than once a week. But here's what many of the people who look at this study actually miss. The protective effect was even stronger when those omega-3 foods were eaten with some healthy fats like olive oil or an avocado. Why is that? That is because the DHA and the EPA, the fatty acids, or the omega-3 fatty acids, which are key. These are the key fatty acids for protecting your brain health. What they do is they reduce your brain inflammation, and they support also really important new neural connections. And your body will absorb them better when you are pairing them with a healthy fat. So here's how you do it. Some easy combinations. Eat some wild-caught salmon with olive oil drizzled over it and some vegetables. Have a few sardines on whole grain bread with an avocado. Or put some mackerel on top of leafy greens and add some walnuts on a salad. Drizzle it all with some lovely olive oil dressing. Make sure though, it's extra virgin olive oil. Simple approaches. Here we go. Choose 2 nights every week for dedicated brain healthy dinners. Make it Tuesday, salmon with roasted vegetables and some olive oil. Make it Friday, sardines on toast with avocado. Consistency is the key. What your brain needs is that steady supply of those protective fats, not just that occasional mega dose. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for being here. The fact that you chose to spend a little of your time watching this channel genuinely means a lot to me. If you're enjoying the content and haven't already subscribed, I'd like to ask you a small favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the community here. It really helps this channel grow and lets me keep making more videos like this. Now, let's get back to the topic. Habit number 3. This one's super important. It is include at least 3 different colored polyphenol rich foods in your dinner with at least 1 concentrated source. In 2024, the University of Barcelona published a study where they followed 1,864 adults for 8 years. The participants who had consumed 500 or more milligrams of polyphenols with their evening meal showed 47% less cognitive decline and 38% lower risk of developing mild cognitive impairment. Now here was the surprising part. The highest phenol concentrations aren't in the flesh of the fruit or the vegetables. Where they are often in the parts that we just toss. What do I mean? The grape skins, the apple peels, the onion's outer layers, and even the tea leaves after we brew them. Polyphenols act like your brain's bodyguards. They cross that blood-brain barrier and they protect your neurons, your nerve cells, from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a big killer of nerve cells and a major driver of cognitive decline. Here is your simple dinner blueprint. Have some red or purple foods like red cabbage, purple onions, blueberries, or even a moderate amount of red wine. Add in some dark green foods like spinach, broccoli, or green tea, and some orange or yellow foods like turmeric or bell peppers, sweet potatoes. And lastly, your white foods are not rice, pasta, and white bread. They are garlic, onions, and cauliflower. Now, my favorite part. Remember that concentrated source? You ready? Dark chocolate. Oh yeah, my favorite. 70% cocoa or more. And try to make it sugar-free. If you're not into dark chocolate, I don't know who might not be, but if you aren't, then have some strong green tea after you eat or with your meal. And add some extra virgin olive oil on top of whatever you eat. Or optionally, 4 ounces of red wine. All of these give you concentrated polyphenol sources. In my years of emergency medicine, I've never seen a patient with advanced Alzheimer who regularly ate a high polyphenol diet. Now I get it, this is just anecdotal, but what it does, it matches the research what the research is increasingly showing us. Here's the twist now that may actually change how you think about dinner forever. Out of Stanford, there was a research study, and it suggested that the order you eat these foods may matter more than we actually realize. When you eat those polyphenol-rich foods, eat them first. Follow them with your omega-3 source and finish with your starches. This may increase the absorption of those brain protective compounds by as much as 73%. This is what is called polyphenol priming effect. Those colorful compounds appear to prepare your digestive system to better absorb all of that yummy omega-3 that's going to follow. Here's the sequence. Start with a colorful salad or a vegetable dish with olive oil. Next, eat that omega-3 rich protein, your salmon. And lastly, finish up with your grains or starches. A simple change that takes no extra time. It's not going to cost you any extra money, and it may actually meaningfully impact your long-term brain path. Are you ready for your action plan? For tonight, eat your dinner 3 hours before you go to bed. Include that omega-3 rich food with a healthy fat. Add those 3 different colors of polyphenol rich foods and eat them in order. Colors first, omega-3 second, starches last. Don't forget the chocolate. After 30 years in the ER and growing up in a community where centenarians are common, I can tell you this: the choices you make at dinner tonight may echo in your brain for many decades. I've seen too many families every time I go to work devastated by Alzheimer's, and possibly simple preventive habits might have made a difference. Don't let this become your story. At Optimum Health MD, I believe in prevention as the ultimate cure. Start with just one habit this week and master it, then add the second. And by month 3, you've got these 3 habits down, working together. In longevity medicine, we don't just add years to our life. We like to add as much life to every single year. And it all starts with what we can put on our plate tonight. What is your biggest takeaway from this video? And what habit do you want to start working on tonight? Also, give me your questions. They inspire lots of future content. So until next time, I'm Dr. Joanette. Thank you. Stay curious, stay healthy, and keep building your best brain.